Boot up the stream, it's the Boot up the stream, it's the cash flow show. Every day I'm live and I let you know there's a better way to get that cash, not chasing clicks that disappear so fast. You gave your time to the algorithm, but the rules keep changing. You can't win them. You need a lane that you own for real, so your knowledge turns into a deal. On the cash flow path, yeah, we're breaking free from the red tape reach and the mystery. Build your own space where your people stay. Private community that pays your way. On the cash flow path, watch your value grow. Turn your wisdom into profit flow. Every daily live, I'm laying it out straight. Over 40 creators, it's never too late. YouTube views, they rise then fall. Ads and brands, they can ghost your call. But when you own the room where you teach, your best buyers are within your reach. No hype talk, just a simple plan. Step by step, yeah, we walk it hand in hand. Our public feeds where you're just a guest, to your own platform where you're truly blessed. On the cash flow path, yeah, we're breaking free from the rented reach and the mystery. Build your own space where your people stay. Private community that pays your way. On the cash flow path, watch your value grow. Turn your wisdom into profit flow. Every daily live, I'm laying it out straight. Over 40 experts, it's never too late. No more waiting on a viral break. No more hoping that the sponsors pay. You got knowledge they can't replace. Time to move into your own safe place. Techniques simple, I clear the noise. Show you tools that fit real lives and joys. You bring the fire, I bring the flame. We build a home around your name. On the cash flow path, yeah, we're breaking free from the rented reach and the mystery. Build your own space where your people stay. Private community that pays your way. On the cash flow path, watch your value grow. Turn your wisdom into profit flow. Every daily live, I'm laying it out straight. Over 40 creators, it's never too late. It's the cash flow path, come and take your turn on your income from the way you learn. Day by day on the live stream screen, we cash in on the value you've always been. Boot up the stream, it's the cash flow show. Every day I'm live and I let you know there's a better way to get that cash, not chasing clicks that disappear so fast. You gave your time to the algorithm, but the rules keep changing. You can't win them. You need a lane that you own for real, so your knowledge turns into a deal. On the cash flow path, yeah, we're breaking free from the rented reach and the mystery. Build your own space where your people stay. Private community that pays your way. On the cash flow path, watch your value grow. Turn your wisdom into profit flow. Every daily live, I'm laying it out straight. Over 40.
Hey, welcome to the Cash Flow Path here on a Friday. This is my daily YouTube live. Now, yesterday I didn't go live, but almost every single day I go live here on YouTube where I answer your questions as well as explain to you why you should not be focusing on YouTube as your source of income, but finding a place that you own so you can take control. Now, if you want to ask any questions today, let me go here and I will show you how to do so. If you're watching on vertical, you can just hit the Q and ask your questions, and you can do it there. And on horizontal, same thing, Q colon question. That just makes it easy for me to organize the comments and make sure that I address yours. You can also let me know where you're tuning in from today. If this is the first time you've seen me, put a 1 in the comments. If you have been here before, put a 2. This is not going to be a tremendously long live. I'm not putting a timer on myself, but it's not going to be very long. And if you have been here before, the message really doesn't change. And the reason it doesn't change is because this is something that's very basic. And when you're making content, that's another thing that you need to realize is that you're going to be saying more old things to new people than you're going to be saying new things to old people. Because, and when I say old people, I don't mean people my age, I mean just people that who've not seen you before. But you've got to get comfortable with doing the boring things every single day until the effect of those things compounds. So, and all you need to do is you need to solve a problem. That is really all we are talking about here. And when you solve problems, the easiest way to solve somebody's problem is to use your existing knowledge to do it, right? If you think about it in those terms, it's just simply, I'm here, I want to get here. Or actually, I'm here, I want to get here, right? If we're going to go from left to right, I'm here, I want to get here. And you have some knowledge that can take people through a 6-step process to get them where they want to go. What's going on there, Mr. Lion? How are you, my friend? So it's that process that we are talking about that will get people from point A to point B. And that's just your knowledge, right? Your knowledge will help somebody do that. And when it will, what's up? Lucentina, hello, how are you? Your knowledge will help somebody do that. And that's really all a business is. I remember it was, gosh, it was going on 3 years ago now. I was on a TikTok live stream and I saw this guy, right? And he had this whiteboard up. And he had a version of that point A to point B transformation on the board. And he said, look, I'm going to simplify business for you. And I said, okay, I'm listening, because I had failed in a bunch of different businesses at that point. And I remember seeing this thing and it said, you're just going to take somebody from point A to point B. You're just going to solve a problem. And when he said that, he said, now the way you're going to solve their problem is use your existing knowledge. And he said, you can do this in any subject that you have expertise or experience in. He said, any subject will do. And when he did that, it like opened up my mind. It freed me to the possibilities to where that's why I'm sitting here today. That's why I have a business of my own, is because I am able to take the experiences of somebody who's 58 years old. I'm able to find one specific experience or one specific bucket of knowledge, and I'm able to help people solve problems. What I help people do is stop worrying about YouTube for viewers and subscribers, because those are irrelevant metrics to you if you know how to play the game differently. Because the people that are really making consistent money, they don't play the social media or the YouTube game. They're playing a completely different game than you are. And all they're doing is, let me show you. They're doing this. They are creating, they're using YouTube as a storefront, right? YouTube is their, well, it's actually their front door. It's not even a storefront, but they're using YouTube as a front door. And what their YouTube does is introduce people to their particular area of expertise. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be sailing, it could be Christian crafting, it could be playing GTA 6, it could be bird watching, it could be spiritual entrepreneurs, it could be teaching people how to go live and be very effective at it, like my guy Lion. It could be any of those things, right? But what they do is they make content not with the thought process of, hey, I'm going to do this so I can get YouTube to pay me. What they do it with the thought process of is, I'm only worried about the people that I can help solve a problem and who want to solve that problem badly enough that they will click on this link inside of my YouTube. Because the one thing that YouTube does really poorly is it doesn't give you any way to do anything, right? It doesn't give you a way to do anything. Yeah, Lion's my hero too, because he taught me how to use these cool tools that I'm using right now. But YouTube doesn't give you that ability. YouTube doesn't even really give you the ability to connect with people. People love to use this word community when it comes to social media or YouTube. It's not a community. It's just people who watch your content. They don't interact with you. If they do, it's only in comments, and comments is not true interaction. It's not true connection with other people. Now, they may feel like they know you if they consume enough of your content, but they don't really know you, and you don't communicate with them. Because again, you can only go back and forth in comments so much. But a place that you actually own, like a school group, which is right here, a school group is a different animal altogether. Because in a school group, you can communicate with people, right? You can put up posts, or they can put up posts, and then people can comment on those posts, right? And then you can have these back and forths. And then if you want to with those people, you can actually get into DMs with those folks. So you actually are communicating with people. You can also have a classroom where you teach, and this is where this beats Facebook, and this beats Kajabi, and this beats Coursera, and this beats Mighty Networks, and this beats Discord, and this beats Patreon, because there are truly classrooms where people can learn things. And inside of those, you can have videos, you can have posts, you can have pictures, and you can have links. So you can run the gamut on those things. Like, I've got tools inside of mine that help people figure out what their school page is going to say so they can attract people, right? So that's part of my classroom. So you have a classroom, then you have a calendar. This is where you truly connect with people. Because while it's cool to go live on YouTube and take comments and have brief exchanges with people, it's not the same as going live inside a place that you actually own. And so all you do is you just go live, you click the button, and voila, you are there. What was I looking for here? Yeah, Lion, if you're still here, Lion, I can't figure out how to get it to default to the vertical. I'm sorry, to default to the horizontal. So I don't know what happened, but suddenly this is what it's doing, and I can't get it to stop doing that if I use Ecamm inside of school. So anyway, that's what you do, right? And you just click this button, and then anybody inside of your community gets to join a call on your community. And the best part about that is the fact that you get to see their faces, you get to interact with them. And that's way different than going live on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or anything else. It's an actual connection because you see people's faces, you interact with them, right? You connect with them. And I do that every single week inside of my community. I have a workshop call that is happening. Actually, it would be happening about 24 hours from now. And so you've got a community, you've got a classroom, you've got a calendar of events, right? And you can schedule these or you can make them impromptu. Then you have a member roster of people that are inside of your community. Then you have a map so you can see where people are. Now, where this comes in really handy is the fact that I could say, okay, I have X number of people in my area. Why don't I schedule a meeting, right? An in life, an in what we call IRL, in real life get together. And I could do that probably if I wanted to, I could schedule that. And then all these people that are in this general vicinity, right? If they wanted to, we could all get together and do something in real life with one another. So that's why I love the maps. I went to a Philly event not too long ago, which was really cool. Then you can have these leaderboards, because one of the things about that I love about school is the fact that they gamify the process. In other words, the more active somebody is in a group, the more they get rewarded if the school group owner is smart and sets up that gamification for them. And then, of course, you have your about page, and your about page tells people what your group is about, right? You have a description, you have what we call a cover image, then you can have other images on your about page that show people what's inside. You can have a little video for them. You can give them a sneak preview of what it's like inside your classroom and what you teach. You can give them proof that you know what you're talking about. And then you can tell them what's inside the group and what they get. And then the other thing that they do, which is really cool, is they have a dashboard. And this dashboard says, okay, you've gotten so many visits over this period of time. These are the things that you rank for, right? Here's the keywords that you rank for. You can invite people. All you have to do is go to your invite and then hit copy, and you can invite people. Then you can change this anytime that you want, right? Then you have your payouts tab that is paying out to you. Then you have your pricing. So you can do everything that you need to do to decide what you want to charge for your school community. All this is available with a school community, and it's not available with any of these other platforms, and it's certainly not available with YouTube. So what you need is you need to get off the highway. Where is it? I created this. Where is it? This is called the super information highway for a reason, but that's not a good thing. The super information highway is a bunch of distraction, is really what it is, because you rent it. Building anything on YouTube or TikTok or anything else, building anything on these platforms is you're building a house on rented land. And you wouldn't do that. So why on earth would you put all your eggs in this basket? Again, I don't know if Lion is still here or not, but Lion at one point was doing a great job of monetizing Facebook. He had a Facebook community with like 4,000 people in it. And he was doing this fantastic job of monetizing short form content on Facebook. I mean, they were paying him thousands upon thousands of dollars a month. But then guess what? All of a sudden, one day, Lion woke up and they took away his Facebook group. So the thing about Facebook is you don't own it. Now, yes, it's free, but the old saying, you get what you pay for. And if you don't own it, you don't control it. And so one day, Lion's raking in the cash, right? Lion's making it rain. And the next day, nothing. Because Facebook took it away from him. The thing about a school group is you own it. It is 100% yours. You pay a small fee every month to have a Facebook group. Yeah, exactly, Lion. I think about them the same way. But you own a Facebook group. Or I'm sorry, you don't own a Facebook group, but you own a school community. It is 100% yours. Nobody tells you what to type. Nobody tells you what to post. Nobody tells you what types of videos you can have. Nobody tells you whether you can swear or not in it. Nobody tells you anything. it's 100% yours because you actually pay for it. And you don't pay that much for it, to be honest with you. You can start a community for $9 a month. So for $9 a month, you can control the flow of information in your school community, just like they try to control you. You get to control it in your school community. You get to control who stays in your community. You get to control what they say or what they do. And this is just so you can keep control of your space. It's like you wouldn't let anybody come into your house and trash your house. So you don't have to worry about doing that in a school community because it's yours. You own it 100%. So you decide what goes in it. You decide what you teach. You decide when you meet with people. You decide who gets to stay. You decide who you want in it. Because you could say to yourself, look, I only want people from this country or these countries in my school group because those are the people that I know I can help. So you can control the geographic nature of who's in your community. You get to control how you reward people for being active in your community. Do you want to reward them a little? You want to reward them a lot? And then you also control everything about all these images, the descriptions, the price, whether it's private or public, how many people you allow into your group. You control all of that. And this is the only place that you do. You don't control anything about your social media. You don't control anything about YouTube. And I don't really consider YouTube to be social media. It's interest-based media. But you control it all. Now, if you want to check out our group, my link is in the description. You're welcome to do that. I'm going to wrap things up. I don't see any questions. Thanks for those of you who tuned in. I've got a lot of other videos on this subject on this channel if you want to check them out. Also, I am going to be having a workshop before too long in my group. And if you want to know how I'm using all these really cool tools, because I'm gonna let you in on a little secret real quick, okay? I'm gonna take you in what we call behind the curtain. Oh, isn't that ugly? Yeah, but you can't see that. And by the way, you can't see it on vertical anyway. But the reason I'm able to do this is because I use some specific tools. And my guy Lion is going to be in my group coming up on, I believe it's the 1st. We're going to have this workshop where Lion's going to talk to you about how to be more professional on lives and on your videos, so people look at you as like the expert that they want to represent them or they want to learn from. And so he's going to be sharing some of these tools with you and ways that you can make better lives, because Lion has been doing this for a long time and he's really damn good at it. So we're going to be doing that coming up. So stay tuned. I'll let you know about that. But in the meantime, you guys have yourself a great Friday and we will talk to you later.